meeting of, points of contention or something that you're looking at that, like for myself, I've been looking at it, and I appreciate this extra time actually to go over it. But I wondered if any of the council members had anything that they wanted to talk about. Remember we said that we were going to, if there was something, we were going to try to bring it up here tonight just to give people an idea of what they were looking at. And so I just wondered if there was anything that anybody was thinking of.
I appreciate that, and I think that's necessary for us to be able to meet our charter obligation, that we don't wait until the day of. I know I don't necessarily have any items of contention. I sent off probably quite a few emails last night asking for clarification, about 10, and points of clarification on some items. I went through the whole thing line by line, so I just had, again, some questions on stuff, but not necessarily any proposed changes.
Chairman?
Council.
That brings me to another point. So can we know what those are so we can look at them too? Or like if you find something, particularly not just something that you're saying is wrong or right, just something that you're looking at so we can look at it too. And that brings me to my next point, to the chairman. So sometimes people tell me that they've given a letter to the chairman for the council use, or to be passed on to the council. So as chairman, how do you make a distinction of what is passed on to us and what is not? I mean, when people give you something for the council or they leave it in your chairman's office, do you, and this directly to this budget, but anything, like if people say, Chairman, I want to, give this to you to give to the council, do you always give it to us or do you make?
Do you have a specific example? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, someone had said that they.
Somebody said.
In an email, though, I have it, said they had given something to the chairman and then
Did they give it to the council secretary or did they give it to you?
I think at the last meeting too, someone said, I dropped something off in your office or at your office for the council to look at, and I didn't see anything come, so I wondered what was the process of that. If people want, I just want to remind people, I'm sorry, John.
Yeah, the only thing that was discussed at the last meeting was the passer rating, and that was left just in the vestibule. I do know that smaller copies were provided to me at this meeting. I don't know if all of you have received those, but that was the only item that was discussed. And I didn't know that they were left there. I thought it was left over from the planning. So that's the only one I recall from the last meeting. But what I always encourage folks to do, certainly I don't want to be the limiter, is that they should send a notification to the council secretary for distribution to all council members. I certainly don't want to be the pass-through. I don't want to be the limiting factor. And certainly, that's why I was like, I don't remember anybody doing that. Now, certainly, I'm email and things like that. I don't know of anything in particular, but in the last meeting, it was only from about the passing rating.
I just wondered the process, and I wondered if everyone knew the process, if you wanted to reach out to all of us, then, and you might be busy, you might not know it just came to you or whatever. I have to look up the email and send it to you. Okay, and what the process is, give it to the secretary, or if the chairman did something, he gives it to the secretary for everyone if it's meant for the council. Not that every conversation that we have or that the chairman has to be given to the council, of course, it's just something that is meant for all of us. I just wanted to make sure that people and we have a process for that.
Yeah, again, I would say go to the council secretary. That's, that is the best way to get communication. Cannot guarantee if something is left in that little plastic box that when I come back in, say 2 weeks later, that it's still sitting in that little plastic box. Because that, my inbox is not protected. Anything can go in there, anything can be taken out at any point in time. Can we talk about